So, no child has ever said, wow, I'm so glad my parents let me quit that activity when I was a kid. Hey guys, happy Friday.
And it is time for a little bit of a life lesson.
So really today is all about
Picking and choosing your battles, right? It's the idea of commitment is a skill you have to practice, not something you're born with.
Okay, so commitment is a skill. Skills take time to develop with practice. And practice takes time and energy.
Wait a minute, that almost sounds like Kung Fu. Skill and ability developed through hard work over time.
I love that voice.
Thank you.
Okay, so really what we're going to talk about is when you as a parent really need to step up and step in and really force your child to commit to a certain process, to a certain activity, to a certain experience that you want them to have. Because as you know, in any extracurricular activity or even work, life, school, whatever the case may be, there's going to be days where your kid's like, do I have to go?
Yeah, I don't feel like it. I don't want to go. It's boring. It's hard. They make me sweat. They yell at me. It's difficult.
Right. The reality is there's always going to be days like those, but you have to, as the parent, have to make that final decision in order to let them have the experience that they're supposed to be having.
Right. So this idea, why do you get up? Why do you go to work? Why do you continue to do the things you do? Is because you've internalized this thing we call commitment. I made a promise. I have responsibilities. I'm going to see it through. Well, that's a skill that we have to practice, and we have to teach that to our kids. Now, there's a lot of parents that, I just don't want to have those battles. I'm tired of arguing with him about this or that. I swam from when I was 8 to when I was 13, and the last 2 years of practice, that means 12 and 13, I was arguing with my parents almost every single practice. I hate it. I don't want to go. This isn't fair. This isn't fun. Blah, 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 blah. The battle between my parents and I really came down to different expectations. They wanted me to do my best and, be at a high standard. I just wanted to have fun. And so there we were not on the same page, but they made me continue to go because I had made a promise to the team. And it finally came to the point, I don't want to do this anymore. When I quit, I genuinely quit a whole bunch of stuff mentally and emotionally, because my parents kind of pushed it too far. And that's the fear I think a lot of parents have is, I want my kids to be committed and I want them to follow through, but I don't want them to hate me or hate the activity, and I don't want to be the bad guy, and I don't want to have to be difficult with them, hard on them the way my parents were hard on me. And the thing is, you need to explain to your kids why you made a commitment, what was the benefit we wanted you to get out of this, and then commit to a time period, whether it's a season or it's 3 months, or have some exit before you begin.
Okay, so when your child commits to a certain activity or a certain practice, you as the parent are also going to need to commit to essentially be their coach and to be their parent. And when the days really do come up, you're going to have to be the one that steps in and says, nope, we're going, we're doing this, we made the commitment, get in the car.
So if you as the parent make that mental and emotional commitment, my child is going to follow through and deliver, then when they raise those battles, which you know are going to happen, there's going to be those days, but yet when you take them to practice, when you take them to their activity, they have fun afterwards, then you remind them about, I'm really proud of you. You did such an excellent job. I know you didn't want to go today, but you went and you had fun and you learned some things. I thought you looked amazing out there. I'm so proud of you for being the type of person who follows through on their commitments. I've never had an adult come to me later in life and say, man, I'm so proud of the fact my parents let me quit soccer when I was 6, or swimming, or anything. It's like,
and realistically, those are some of, I feel like, our biggest regrets as parents, and why we kind of live vicariously through our children.
Is the, oh man, I wish I had seen this through. I wish I'd followed it. So that's really the idea, is make that commitment mentally, emotionally for your kids, and then help remind them and coach them through those sticking points. Don't make them wrong for not wanting to go. Dude, there's days I don't want to go to blah, 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 but I'm the type of person, I made a commitment, I'm going to follow through, and that's the type of person you're going to be too, and I know that's who you really are in your heart.
Right, and that's definitely the verbiage that you want to use. Okay, so the bottom line that we really want you guys to take away is realize that whenever you sign up for an extracurricular, a activity, a plan, a schedule, whatever the case may be, as a family, or as a parent really, you're going to need to be committed to the battles that are going to show up. So make sure that you always weigh the costs on both sides before you make that final commitment.
And always keep in mind that once you've made that commitment to this activity, follow it through. Whether it's painful or it's not, as long as there's nothing legal or immoral going on that's going to get people in jail or killed, follow your commitment and go through it. Because when you teach your kids that, they understand stick-to-itiveness. They understand you make a promise, you follow through. If you let your kids quit halfway through an activity or halfway through something, it just makes it easier for them to justify quitting in the future.
Okay, guys, so we really hope that you enjoyed this conversation. Maybe it sparked a couple comments, questions, concerns on your end. Make sure that you definitely leave those in the comments. We are super good about answering all the comments.
So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Wait, subscribe button? Yeah, it's over that way. Good. And turn on the notifications. That way you'll know when we're doing our next update, which should be on Monday. Monday. Fun day.
Okay, bye, guys.
See ya.
Okay,
Cat.
cat crossing.
What were the benefits? Cats. What was the... Truth is, I swam, cat,